47 degrees, and that's here at Weaver. The further you get up towards Shy Beaver, it's going to get a little cooler. So it's a heavier stain here at Weaver's, and the water's warmest here at Weaver Falls. It's good to be back, guys. That's the water. This is going to be your dock update. We're going to do 3 docks in this video. It is going to be Weaver's, it's going to be Shy Beaver, it's going to be James Creek. So do me a favor, if you haven't done it yet, do the sub and start talking. It'd be good to talk with you in the comments. Thanks, guys. Let's see what the water looks like. A lot of you know that this week, so this is going out here on Sunday, and this week, all week, if you catch this video at any time, I'm going to be camped at Nancy's Boat to Shore. It's free camping all week, and the event is listed in my events page there. If you guys want to come out, it's free. There's no cost for that. The only exception to that is if you stay Saturday night, you need to rent, you got to pay the $15 to be able to stay Saturday night at Nancy's. It's a boat-in only event. You cannot walk there. You cannot drive there. Somebody has to bring you out on a boat. If you don't have one, say something in the comments there. Somebody will get you to and from the campground, but hopefully you guys are considering coming to join us for that. But it feels good to have our lake back. What I mean is the lake level has come back up now to what we're used to. So the ramps being all open, as far as I know, they're all open. I'm not sure about Tatman. Maybe you guys can say something about Tatman, but I think all docks are open at this point. And the Army Corps did a write-up that said there are no drawdowns in the foreseeable future, which is good. But if you didn't get out to hike the shoreline, I'm not sure you'll get a chance to do that for a couple years. It might be a couple years before they have, unforeseen circumstances, if you will. But overall, the lake is back, guys, and it feels good. I'm glad to have experienced the low waters, the lake drawdown. That was a good experience, but it's good to have the water back like we know and love here at the lake. But the dock looks great. Thank you, Army Corps of Engineers, for that. Let's head on up to Shy Beaver. Let's see how that looks up there. How nice is that? Feels so good to have our lake back, man. I'm super excited. The days where we come out, we put in first thing in the morning and we go out and we look for fish, and just the process of elimination to figure out what they want. It's right in front of us. The fishing season. The fishing season starts now. So today it's breezy. If you guys didn't make it out over the weekend, you might not know that, but it was a little bit rainy for Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday today here it's still really breezy. This is the tail end of the front moving through. Now this week coming up, it's going to be a little bit of all that. It's kind of a mixture of that. This is still early spring Pennsylvania weather, so you know it's not going to be pretty all the time. So if you come out to the fishing event at Nancy's, I encourage you to do that. Just come prepared to deal with a little bit of wet conditions. We're probably going to get a little bit of rain, a little precipitation, at least 2 of those days. Now it's going to be cloudy and overcast, so wear warm stuff, bring some thermals, some long johns, things like that. But it's nothing that should keep you from coming out. And guys, worst case scenario, I have a heater in my big old tent There's enough room in there. I could sleep 8 of us if we have to. But if you guys want to come out, if you get really cold, by all means, come see me. I'll fire that heater up on full. We'll get your internal temperature back up. But don't let the weather stop you from coming out and being a part of what we have going on. I really would love to see you all there. It is 0 cost. There's 0 reason to miss it. If you have work, we understand. But come out Saturday. Come out Friday night and stay through for the weekend. But hopefully you do that. My kids are going to be with me, and hopefully you are too. So a couple boats got out today, and it's a little bit early yet for what they're fishing for, but admittedly so. They just want to get out and run the boats like a lot of us. We just want to get out and get active. He said the water temperature here that he saw was 45. And now down at Weaver's, the bass fisherman that we talked to said he saw 47 today. So that gives you a gauge of water temperature up in this area. We're really looking for 53. 53 is the temperature that we're targeting. If you're with me, 53 is the magic number. So that's a new pontoon boat to them. They're going out to run it for the first time this year. They're getting ready for an incredible year ahead of us. But let's run up the way. We'll go up and look at James Creek also. Man, it's going to be a great year. Answers that question, huh? This is actually a great bank angling location here at James Creek. You just walk along the shoreline here. It's real simple to get to. A lot of you guys know this spot. There's a nice little clearing right here, and we're not more than 100 yards from the dock. So it's a good spot to come to if you have smaller kids, or if you have a little limited mobility getting around and such. As long as you can walk. The trail, it would be difficult with a wheelchair unless you have some wide tires, but for the most part, if you can navigate a slightly uneven ground, this is an easy walk, and it's not too far for the kids too. So if you have little ones, this is a good spot to come to. I've said it before, and it is a boater's lake. If you can get a John boat, I fished this lake for the better part of 4 years. Off of a 14.5-foot John boat with a 15-horse Merc on the back. Did a lot of great fishing off that little boat with my 2 kids on it with me, and well, I learned the lake on that little John boat. So you can do that too. If you can somehow get a John boat into your possession, it's going to help you fish this lake much more effectively. I encourage you to do that. So for you, those of you that are coming out to the fishing and grilling event that's taking place next week, as of posting of this video, check the date. Fishing and grilling is at Nancy's, and it's going to run all week long. You can look at the dates on my events page. But those of you who are coming out to that, James Creek is the ramp you'll probably use, unless you're going to run the lake a little bit. I will probably use James Creek. I typically do if I'm going to stay at Nancy's. This is the one that's the closest. It's the quickest one to get to and from. So it's easy to run back to the store if I need to. But I am considering though Shy Beaver, because I think I'm going to fish south of James Creek, south of Nancy's most of the time that I'm out here for this week. But yeah, I don't know though, because I think I want to chase Lakers too, and that's north. Boy, there's so many options. This is probably going to be the dock that I use though, and it's probably the dock you all will choose to use as well. It's probably the one I'm recommending this be the dock that you park at. The guys you see coming in right now are the first couple guys who were in the bass tournament today, and it's kind of like the same song every one of them is singing. When they come in, they're telling me that it's a difficult bite. They're catching one or two, maybe getting a few bites, and they're not able to hook any of them. But it's a struggle of a day for them to be fishing, so a lot of them are coming in a little bit early. But I see 3 boats out there coming in yet behind them. So these are the first ones coming in, but it's a difficult day on the water. If we could just get 3 days like this in a row, be in good shape. So looking forward to the week that we're going to be out at Nancy's fishing and grilling, if you guys are coming to that. I'm thinking that Monday's not going to be the best day, but maybe Tuesday, if it stays nice. And I'm not real optimistic about that. It might get cold again. But at some point during this week, I think we're going to get a good day or two. And I'm going to be here when it happens, and hopefully you are too. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Appreciate your support. We'll see you on the next one.